好，开始录了。OK。
Hello, Professor. We are Group 12. I'm Xia Zhenning, and the rest member of our group are Gao Wenchun, Li Xiayun, Chen Yue, Li Rong, and Wu Guipeng. Our title is Analysis on Consumer Purchase Intention of Luxury Goods by Use. Now we shall begin with our team member Li Rong with introduction.
Okay. For the past 10 years, Southeast Asian luxury goods has been the mainstream of conspicuous consumption. The luxury consumer outlook is quietly changing. Today's luxury goods are more widely accepted. Luxury consumption is no longer confined to the few ultra-rich classes at the top of the social wealth. The emerging affluent class is accepted and widely recognized and sought after by the young class. Next page, please. In today's globalization, the demand for luxury goods has developed dynamically. In the study of luxury consumer behavior, consumption motivation is undoubtedly one of the most talked about topics. The study of luxury consumption motivation, that is to explore the root cause of people's luxury consumption action. The consumer action is over, but shopping is not over. A new sense of tension will soon appear, and the new cycle will begin. As a result, we see that the consumption process of young consumer is always tense, and the production and the relief of the psychology cycle back and forth. Next part, Xia Zhenning, please.
In terms of problem statement, some experts propose a conceptual model that brand name can help consumer interpret, process, and store information about products, simplifying the purchase decision process. It is believed that higher brand awareness may trigger consumer buying behavior, and the brand should also have a distinctive and unique image that meets psychological needs of customers. Consumer buying behavior is a process in which consumer rationally evaluate the attributes of a certain product and exchange appropriate cost for products that believe that the benefits will exceed the costs and meet a specific need. In terms of different dimensions of purchase intervention, it can be divided into three categories. First, habitual buying. Low-level purchase intervention, which does not involve the decision-making process, includes the purchase of daily necessities and brand loyal products or service. Second, shallow selective buying behavior, which is a higher degree of intervention. The product or service that needs to be purchased is more important, and the daily necessities or loyalty to a certain brand. Thirdly, deep selective purchase. The degree of intervention is the highest. The importance of the products or services that need to be purchased is very high. The purchase frequency is relatively low, and the amount is relatively large. For significance of the study, consumer shopping decision making has a certain unconscious coercive effect and fundamentally dominates decision-making behavior. In recent years, with the rapid development of Malaysia economy and the deepening of economic globalization, research on shopping decision style of young consumers has gradually increased, such as confirmatory research on the young customer shopping decision style and the interregional comparative research on shopping decision style, and so on. These studies have further verified the reliability and the validity of shopping decision making style scale in the context, and we revealed that the shopping decision making style of young consumers is very variable. Now next member Li Rong.
The purpose of our study is to investigate the influencing factor of the willingness of young Malaysian consumers to purchase brand name products. Our study will include the following specific objectives. 1. To analyze the relationship between brand name factors and purchase intention. 2. To study the relationship between brand association factor and purchase intention. 3. To investigate the relationship between the psychological factors of vanity and purchase intention. 4. To analyze the relationship between external environmental issues and purchase intention. 5. To research the relationship between price issue and purchase intention. 6. To study the influence of social factor on the relationship between factor influence and purchase intention. Correspondingly, we have introduced the research questions. 1. What is the relationship between brand name factors and purchase intention? 2. What is the relationship between brand association factors and purchase intention? 3. What is the relationship between psychological factors of vanity and purchase intention? 4. What is the relationship between external environmental issue and purchase intention? 5. What is the relationship between price issue and purchase intention? 6. What is the relationship between social factor and purchase intention? Then I'll pass it on to my group mate Wu Guipeng for the literature review.
I'm Wu Guipeng. I will introduce the literature review of our group work. The definition of brand from scholar Philip Cotter is a brand is a name affiliation, a symbol or design or the sum of the above, the purpose of which is differentiate one's product or service from competitors. According to this definition, it can be seen that a brand name is an important element of a brand, and one of its important functions is to distinguish one's products or service from competitors. The American Marketing Association defines a brand as a brand is the name, symbol, or pattern design of products and service, or a combination of them. The same view was also put forward. Brand is a name, logo, graphic design, or a combination of them, so that the user can distinguish products or service provided by different manufacturers or sales. Brand name is the part of the brand that can read sound. It's the core element of the brand. Next page. People have known the importance of brands for a long time, but the evolution of brand value generally began in the later 1980s. In order to adapt to the development trend of economic globalization, multinational companies acquired a large number of well-known brands in the 1980s. In 1988 alone, the trade volume of famous brands reached more than 15 billion US dollars. On the basis of consumer behavior research, Fang Xiucheng proposed the brand actual mechanism model in 2000. He believed that brand value is the discounted value of the incremental cash flow generated by the brand in the future. It's an incremental income, and this income mainly comes from consumers buying behavior and buying feature clothes. But this kind of behavior depends on companies make market efforts to fight for it and get the recognition and loyalty of consumers. Okay, and the next one is Gao Wanchun.
Okay, my name is Gao Wanchun. For the theoretical framework, the dependent variable is consumer's purchase intention. Independent variables are brand effect, brand reputation, brand promotion. Moderator variables are market competition with brand of the same level and customer demand. Okay, please next classmate Li Xiayun.
Hello, I'm Li Xiayun. Let me introduce the hypothesis testing. Hypothesis 1. Brand name influence customers' purchasing decision. behavior through brand association. That is, brand association acts as an intermediary variable. Hypothesis 2. The brand name directly affects customers' purchasing decisions. Hypothesis 3. Brand name has a direct effect on brand association. Hypothesis 4. Brand association has a direct effect on customers' purchasing decision-making behavior. Hypothesis 5. The price of a brand will also stimulate customers' buying behavior. Hypothesis 6. Brand promotion will affect customers' purchasing decisions. Hypothesis 7. The reputation of the brand will affect customers' purchasing decision. Next, my member is Chen Yue, please.
According to the hypothetical factors that may affect consumers' purchasing decision-making behaviors, a random sample survey of young consumer groups in Malaysia as conducted through questionnaires. The factors affecting the purchasing behavior of young consumers groups of well-known brand products were investigated, and factors such as brand name and promotion methods were checked where at affect consumer buying behavior and whether consumers will make brand associations when they share brand when buying products and then make consumer decisions according to the question setting of the survey. It can be seen that the factors that affect young consumers buying behavior of well-known brands also indirectly affected by consumers' gender, age, occupation, and monthly income. The online questionnaire survey can quickly clear a large amount of sample information. The collection of sample information as uniform. The resource information as uniform. The results of questionnaire survey is to quantify which as convenient for statistical processing and analysis. However, many other surveys must be done before doing the questionnaire activities such as interviews, observations, etc. The past and present behaviors of questionnaire survey are more appropriate, and you cannot expect to get more through the questionnaire. It should also cooperate with other survey measures, such as the actual customer purchase data of the brand. For reference,
Okay, that's all of our group presentation. Thanks for listening.